A good time to talk a bit about Daley Blind. You want to show us a video?
Yes, let's
let's have a look at the video, please.
Yeah, but just before we start, this is a very unremarkable moment of play. And if you watch Daley Blind, who's now playing for Manchester United, but this is 2 years ago, he's playing for Holland under-21s against Germany under-21s. The Germans attempt 1-2, and Blind runs along with a player. If you just watch this. This is one reason, this video is one reason Germany won the World Cup.
Dit duel nadert de laatste 10 minuten.
So the Germans are about to try 1-2.
En die vervelende benutte strafschop van Jong Duitsland.
Sorry, you can he's chasing the ball now, he's with the man, he's staying with the man. Attack peters out. It's one of the most boring incidents of play you'll see, nothing happens. Now, before we show it again, the German national team, they have an app. For months before the World Cup, all the players were on the app, and they would put videos on the app because players like watching videos, and videos are a good way of learning. And the data analysts got very interested in this particular video of Blind's because what he was doing was the perfect way to cut out a 1-2. And before France played Germany, the data analysts started to highlight it on the app for the players because France are a country where 1-2 is a big part of the football culture. And so this team, Pogba would hit a pass to Benzema, and Benzema would then play a 1-2 with Pogba. And so the Germans said to the players, watch how Blind cuts out the 1-2. Let's watch it again. Thanks very much.
Dit duel nadert de laatste 10 minuten.
So the Germans said, watch Daley Blind. What he is doing is the perfect way of cutting out a 1-2, which is he ignores the ball, he just stays with the player. Everyone's instinct is to chase the ball. You're near the ball, you go for it, but then you leave the man unmarked. So the Germans watched this repeatedly before the France quarter-final, which they won 1-0. They watched it repeatedly before the Brazil semi, because I think the Latins are big on 1-2s. I mean, the whole history of the England football team, nobody's ever played a 1-2. But the French, the Brazilians, and then the Argentinians, they all play 1-2s. So the Germans watched that video repeatedly, and the German chief data analyst, he showed this to a Dutch colleague of mine, this video, and he said the headline for your story should be how Daley Blind saved the German World Cup. He said that's how important it was. So these tiny moments analysed, spotted by the performance analysts and then shown to players, this is increasingly how training works.
And it's interesting from that video that, as Simon said, there's a lot on data, but at the end of the day, that was picked up by an analyst who's obviously just looking at the video. Yeah. You would never have been able to pick that up on a Prozone or in a Misco.
No matter touch the ball.
Exactly.
There is
you can see
no
the run,
there.
but you don't know the context that it's in.
Yeah.
This is the bit where the people who can interpret this are going to get very rich in football.
Yeah, if you can work out, if you can show a data pattern for how to stop 1-2s, then that is very interesting. Or if you can show a data pattern how a team fails to cut out 1-2s, that is very interesting. But, you know, the naked eye can be useful if you watch videos repeatedly, but not, oh, I saw the guy not one in from 30 yards once, therefore he's a goal scorer.
The